talking on the roof. Do 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 do. Hey, what's up, guys? So you might have noticed that I've been gone for upwards of 4 months, 7 days, 2 hours, and I'm not wearing a watch, 33 minutes, and I'm back, because school is over, and I managed to actually get 24 hours of sleep in the 23-hour span, so my sleep schedule is getting impressive, and I am rejuvenated, and I'm gonna make videos, and I'm sitting on a roof, and that's really all of the intro that I have for why I'm sitting on a roof, because it looked pretty, and I feel like I've missed a lot in the past 4 months that I've been gone, so I asked you guys through Twitter and through Instagram things that have happened in the past 4 months through society, through people, through anything, and I'm gonna talk about that stuff. Now, the first tweet that I saw said, play ukulele, which I am perfectly happy to do, because I am sick of trying to find good royalty-free music, and it's difficult, so I'm gonna use the 4 chords that I've learned over the past 2 years, and I'm gonna play them over and over again in a weird strumming pattern, and it's gonna be my background music. And you know what, if you feel like commenting, hey, I'm 12 and I can play the ukulele better than you, you're probably right, because I am struggling. This is difficult. I don't know how to talk and play music at the same time. I don't even know how to play music in the first place. Whee! Multiple people said to talk about Kofifi, but Salty Grandma also said anything, just not Kofifi, please, for the love of God, not Kofifi. So, I'll talk about Ka. It's nice letters. It's half of Kofifi. Oh no, I'm talking about it! I think that's hysterical that we are in an age where the President of the United States has a social media account and we can see so much of the interior of his mind, that we can see his spelling mistakes. Not even just Donald Trump, just any political figure. The fact that we have this capability is hysterical. Social media is such a weird, integral part of society, and I love watching it. Someone says Harry Styles' new album. Actually, this is a perfect transition, because I'm trying to figure out how to play Sign of the Times on the ukulele, and it goes like down, down, I'm sad, down, 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 up, and then it does this one, which is harder to play, and you'll notice it doesn't sound as good, and then it's like down, up, and then it goes to this, and it's like down, 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 I'm flying. Just stop your crying, it'll be alright. Welcome to the final show. Oh, that's my final show because I just got fired from music forever. Whoops! Oh, I'm also learning how to play Slow Hands by Niall Horan, which is harder actually. It's like down. Yep. 'Cause I want you bad. Well, I want you, baby. Tips with school. I will say the same thing that I always say when people ask me about school. Just get involved as much as possible, because there are clubs and activities and facets for every interest, no matter what you want to do, and even if there aren't, you can start your own, and just the most important thing that you can do for really anything is just something. Just do anything, and people will gravitate towards it, and people that like that will join it, and you'll make friends, and you'll enjoy it, and you'll even get jobs through it, and activities, and it's just live. Just do as many things as you can do. Man, I'm holding a ukulele on a roof at sunset giving advice. This is really freaking pretentious. How to talk to your parents about anything, really, like how can I come out without feeling like I'm betraying my whole family? I mean, I think the most important thing to keep in mind is that being yourself is never a betrayal, and not everyone is going to be able to handle that, but that shouldn't stop you from being you, because you are your #1 priority. Talk about the Twitter update. Gladly. I hate it. Why would you make things circular? Circles don't happen in nature except for the sun, which is maybe an oval. No one's measured the diameter. We don't know. It's awful. I like points. I like angles. I don't like change. Why would you do this to me, Twitter? Just stop it. This is starting to sound like a slam poem. I recently graduated high school, but how do I deal with the fact that everything I've always been used to is changing? Anytime that I notice anything around me is changing, I always remember the fact that most likely I'm not even a quarter of the way through my life yet, and that is so cool to think about. The entirety of me as a being, from my birth to this exact moment, doesn't even encompass a small percentage of everything that's gonna happen, and all of the names I know and all the facts I've learned and everything that I believe in is so small of who I'm really gonna be at the end of the day. And you've got so much left to live and so much left to become, and I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that just makes me hopeful. It makes me look forward to the future, to see who I am, and to see who you guys are. E3 just happened, do that. E3 was cool. I really liked the Nintendo panel. Everything there looks awesome. I'm super pumped for Mario being a hat that takes over people's brains, and maybe it's a zombie movie. Shh, dog, stop barking. I'm talking about Mario. The new Sonic game I thought looked awesome, and that ending with like the big bad coming down from the sky and he's like raining fire infinity cubes was insane. And then I saw a picture of the big bad and it looks like Sonic and it's blue and it's pretty much every other villain ever, and I'm kind of disappointed because in the trailer it looked a lot cooler, but it'll still be great because I love Sonic and I'm biased. Really, all I want from E3 and any convention ever and everyone is just tell me when Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out. Like, I don't care if it's in 5 years. I just want confirmation that it's coming. Please. Just unlock my hopes. Come on. A couple people want me to talk about Pride Month, and that is something that I am so hugely divided on in the same way of Black History Month, where it feels like you're kind of pigeonholing people with it, of you can be you and you can be proud of yourself, but only for 1 month out of the year, and then the rest of the 11 months, shut up, don't talk about it, you go stand in the corner. But then, I mean, at the same time, it's also, from a symbolic standpoint, there are so many LGBT youths that look up to that and they see all the pictures on social media and they dream of that, and it's such an important thing to help them become who they are that, I mean, if it helps even one person, I think that's awesome, and I'm not anyone that's really able to comment on it. So if it helps you, that's amazing, and you know what, you don't really need an excuse to party and be you, so do it for that month and do it for the rest of the month, and always be proud of who you are and always take an excuse to party. And talk about Wonder Woman. It's my favorite DCEU movie by far, which is not saying much. As you guys may know, I'm not a huge fan of the DCEU, but I thought it was awesome, and Gal Gadot really came into her own as the character. There's a plane. I thought Chris Pine, I am a huge fan of Chris Pine as an actor, but this was by far my favorite role of his, and I'm so upset that he won't be back. I just love his dynamic, and he was awesome. I wish he could be like Green Lantern or something, so he could be in more movies, and I could see him and Wonder Woman flirt, and it's so cute, and I'm so Chris Pine, come back. Resurrect as a ghost. If Superman can come back, you can come back. Spoilers. Millennial Mess says, talk about impending doom. I don't want to talk about fidget spinners, you guys. Talk about memes, fam. Just memes. Talk about the price of Harry Styles tour tickets. Too damn high. I'm not gonna stop my crying, Harry, cause I'm never gonna see you live. Just stop my crying, cause I'll never see you live. I suppose it's a good thing I don't make parodies. I think I found true love, but she lives 4,928 miles away. We might be meeting this Christmas, but she'll be gone in 2 weeks. I'm afraid of losing her. That wasn't a question. You're not asking for advice. I mean, I think you just told yourself what you were looking for. If you're afraid of losing her, then the distance doesn't matter, and the time doesn't matter. Just be happy. Be with her. Advice on relapsing. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about drugs or alcohol or self-harm or what, but I think the most important thing for anything is to just keep moving. Everybody is always visualizing their end goals, and that's great, but it makes you disappointed when it doesn't happen instantaneously. The most important step in life is to just keep going forward, one step at a time, and it's gonna take a while, and you may have to take a couple steps back in the process, but as long as you're moving forward, just take it one day at a time. Advice on how to get a boyfriend. I'm 11, by the way. Well, don't, cause you're 11. Honestly, that's not even like a you're too young to date, wait until you're married type thing. It's just like, I don't understand the concept of committed relationships before, like, adulthood. Like, I'm not even an adult yet. I shouldn't be in a committed relationship because I'm not who I'm gonna be yet. Like, my brain isn't fully formed until I'm 25. I am physically not who I will be. I think it's important to have relationships and go on dates and make strong emotional connections with people, but I don't know why everyone is looking for such strong commitment when you're committing to someone that isn't themselves yet. I think it's just make bonds with people. Don't try to own the people. Don't try to make the people yours because they're not even themselves yet. Just be there for each other. Can we discuss how there might be a World War III happening in the next couple of years? I don't want to talk about fidget spinners, you guys. all of the Austin Jones drama. Okay, I'm gonna admit I don't know a lot about that. I've seen like some of the screenshots on Twitter, but I don't fully know the situation. But I mean, I guess my takeaway from that is that everything on the internet and everything with anyone that you're watching through any medium, it's how they're choosing to portray themselves. So don't judge someone based on what they're showing you necessarily, because you didn't know who Austin Jones really was, and I mean, you don't know who I am as a person, because I'm just on a screen, and I'm gonna try to tell you as much about myself as I am, but it can't all go through, and this is still what I want you to know about me. I've got secrets, I'm not telling you everything, so, I don't know, just don't judge people, because you never really know someone's true character until way farther down the road. There are bugs on me. I'm seeing family throughout this week, and although I love them, they always make me feel like I'm not good enough. How do I maintain positivity? I don't know, I think the important thing to remember is everybody has things going on that you don't really know about, and if people are making you feel negative about yourself, that's not an impact on you, it's an impact on what's happening on their lives, and it's saying the kind of state that they're in. So as long as you like yourself and you appreciate the qualities of yourself, then you can focus on liking them and appreciating their qualities regardless of the struggles they're going through and regardless of how they take it out on you. As long as they're trying to love you, then you try to love them too, and you do love yourself. I feel like I'm very predictable, but Dear Evan Hansen! Oh, it's so good! Sincerely Me, I've been listening to that around the house for just so many hours in a row, and the song, I can't think of its title, but it's the one where the dad is teaching him about the catching mitt, and it's like, it makes me cry every time, and it's up there with like the little boy blue and the man in the moon of like making me think about my father and crying, and my father's probably watching this, so hey dad, make sure you click on the ad before the video so that I can get extra money, but also love you, and we'll play catch soon. Dear Evan Hansen is great. I highly recommend listening to the soundtrack. It's all on Spotify. Talk about the things I fear. I mean, on a deep personal level, I fear death a lot, and I always kind of thought it was my own death that I feared, but as I got older, I realized that I'm more afraid of everyone else dying and leaving me alone, which probably says a lot more about my psyche than I want to put out there. But hey, bags of live fish are being left on doorsteps in random areas in Detroit. What are my thoughts? I don't want to talk about fidget spinners, you guys. No, okay, that didn't make sense. Well, I mean, if they're bags of live fish being left on the streets of Detroit, they're not going to be live for long, unless the like bags have water in them, which I don't know. That seems weird. Like if it's water and it's just the equivalent of like leaving a baby on a doorstep and it's like, adopt my fish, then cool. I mean, I'd like free fish adoption. That's fun. But if you're just like murdering fish and then putting them on people's doors and you're like, joke's on you, you got sushi, that seems cruel and weird, and I don't understand your motives. Just stop your crying and hit the subscribe button. Welcome to my first video of the past 4 months. I don't have any words to fit in this verse, so welcome to the first video of the first 4 months.